BB851, turn right, heading 180. 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
If you haven't already, do be sure to subscribe and throw on post notifications here on the channel, as there's lots more content to come. Today's focus centers around a channel favourite, Lufthansa, who have frequently appeared over the past 20 months or so. They've actually been one of the most discussed carriers since the emergence of the pandemic, and this has been mainly thanks to the huge transparency coming from higher up executives when it comes to aircraft and future plans. The airline is also now looking towards new aircraft to boost its fleet moving forward, and Lufthansa is therefore currently eyeing the Airbus A220, one of the more favourable regional jets on the market, to help propel their business in an upwards trajectory moving forward. However, the Airbus A220, since being taken over by Airbus and rebranded now many years ago, has moved its way to a position where an airline is looking for a short-haul aircraft that isn't quite the Airbus A320, they immediately go towards the A220. The reports have emerged from Bloomberg, who have sources close to both parties, and indicate that the airline would be interested in bringing in more of the Airbus A220 aircraft. The A220 holds many benefits for the group and airline. However, they see it as a type that would ultimately boost their profits, while also its spending on fuel could be improved alongside the various costs involved with regular maintenance and further training. The Airbus A220s, though, would not just potentially be seen with Lufthansa. As we know, the Lufthansa group has several airlines. Included in that, we have, of course, Lufthansa, Austrian, Brussels, and Swiss, and so on. So the group sees the A220 as an aircraft that could also benefit some of the airlines I just mentioned. With, as we already know, the A220 does fly with Swiss and has been for a considerable period of time. Of course, the talks are in the early stages at this point, which means we aren't any closer to an order or say the exact specifics on how many units I'd be looking at placing an order for, and it could very quickly just not go ahead. However, what I should mention is, in addition to the A220, which has been mainly discussed as the aircraft they may move forward for, there could actually be another manufacturer that would be slotting into the mix, and that's Embraer. However, though, I'd argue it is not hard to see why the A220 may be the one in the pole position for the order, just because of fleet continuity purposes. Swiss, if you are unaware, were actually the launch customer of the A220 series, and therefore had that excellent communication with the European plane maker, while giving the Lufthansa group on a whole the perfect opportunity to assess the benefits the aircraft had from an efficiency standpoint and much more. Where, as an example, if they were trying to analyze another aircraft that they did not already have, it may be a tiny bit harder. What are your thoughts on their potential further A220 commitment that could see Lufthansa flying with some Airbus A220s? And would you ultimately want to see this aircraft flying with the German carrier and potentially other airlines in the group? Please let me know down in the comment section below. I'd just like to thank you very much for tuning into this video. Please do take care and be safe, and I'll see you next time.